Hey, welcome back to B-Dubs Gaming. This is Brandon here for another episode of Rising World. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate you coming back. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy. Right now we're playing a little bit of Rising World on um, Steam on my computer. Um, I have been doing a lot of work. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play with my day job taking over as much as it does. But this is your first episode, and you haven't seen any of my other ones. This is just going to look like another jungly, odd-looking game. But let me tell you, I am a fan of Minecraft. I am a fan of Survival Craft, and most recently, Survival Craft 2. And I came across Rising World, and it's beautiful. It's a wonderful game. I'm really starting to like it. It's still in development, and it's still a wonderful process. So rather than giving a full recap of everything going on, I'm just going to continue on with what I've been doing. This is the base that I started building up with my little tools, and I think since my last video, they have added several new crafting mechanisms. For one, they added this spinning wheel. It's a nice little thing that gives you spindles of yarn, and it's not like a. It's actually interactive. You put something on there, and you have to hold the button, and that little pedal goes down. The wheel spins, and it creates a spindle. And maybe rather than just talking about it, I should probably show you. So let's grab some wool, and we'll grab some cotton to show you two different sources. So we are going to go over here and so we're moving. No, I was going to remove it. Sorry, I was holding down the F key to remove. So what I think I need to do is I need to grab some cotton first, and we'll put the cotton in my hand. And as you can see, since it's in my hand, of course you can see it, but it's the one that's active up there in the right corner. If you move it to this little location, you'll see the spinning wheel thing. And so if you right click, you'll see it slowly build up, and you hold the right click. So now you can take it, F key to take, and continue on. So one piece of, what is that, cotton goes to one piece of wool. So, I mean, this does take a little bit of time, but it's pretty quick. And that's the new mechanism. Let's try some wool. We'll put the wool on there, and same mechanism. We'll give that a shot. And it does, again, you notice the crosshairs don't do anything until you put it right there. Right click on the mouse, and we're going to blast through this. One piece of wool gives me one thread reel. And so you can build up a whole bunch of thread wheels, etc., and come back over here. You notice I have 9 there. I created 5, so we'll add that back over there. We're going to put the wool back, and we're going to put the cotton back, and we'll combine those to make that a little bit more realistic. So that's what we have. That's how you make that. Now, I believe when you come over to your crafting table, what that cotton does, let's go to, I don't know, resources. No, that's not what we want. How about medical? So a bandage, you need 1 cloth, leg splint. So that let's go to, what am I looking for here? Weapons, miscellaneous, poster, smoker, grill, blueprint. Okay, 4 wool fibers for that. Trash can. I suddenly have forgotten what I am doing. Maybe it's been a little too long. I have been playing this game, just not making videos. I've been trying to get something to talk about, and now, of course, that I'm ready to talk, I don't really have anything to talk about because I can't remember where I'm at here. I think if I just... let me get out of here. If I look in my inventory and I go to the crafting, I can, that's general, lumber stick, lights, torch, oops, sorry, medical. Alright, So I'm looking in the wrong place. So if I go over to my loom here and cloth, here's where you use the thread reels. Thread reels gives you the cloth. One reel, one piece of cloth. Hemp fibers, you can do stuff with. Actually, I haven't really played with hemp fibers very much, but maybe we'll do that in another episode. Anyway, it is getting dark, and so before I go to sleep, I wanted to show you new devices. Is this little grinding wheel lets you grind rock into gravel. I think there's going to be other features in the future, but the last update, which has been a while, you kind of just run into this thing, pushing it. And it rolls around. The concept is simple. You put some stone pieces in there, line it up, and you slam this over, and it crushes the stone and gives you gravel chunks for those of you that want gravel for whatever reason. I haven't really found the use for too much gravel yet. I know you can make some blocks in here with gravel, and that's that. So the second item that was created was this lovely tanning rack here. Now, what you need is something I don't have in my inventory, which did I put that over here? Here. Okay, so you need a knife. So now you can make a hunting knife, and you need pelts. So we'll grab a goat pelt next. All right, we'll put just one in here. Maybe there, one. All right, so goat pelt. So what I have up here is a pelt. So if you, I guess if you come up here and hold and you just left click, you can see it slowly. Basically, the idea is that you're taking this knife and you're stripping all the actual fur fibers off of it while it's tanning. So now you have yourself two pieces of leather, two awesome pieces of leather. And then you take the, didn't I put a goat pelt? Oh, so maybe it, that's interesting. So in one process, it took the pelt that was up there and the pelt in my inventory. That's interesting. So let's do this again. We'll grab two goat pelts. Okay. I'm going to put these two in here so I don't get confused. This is something I'm trying to figure out, obviously. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's something that was originally designed. But let's make the goat pelt active, and you right click to put it on there. All right, so I have the other one in my hand. You can take this off if you want. But if you just walk, if it's in your hand and you walk by it, it just suddenly appears up there. But if you walk away, it goes away. You have to right click to actually place it, then it'll stay there. Then you arm your knife, you walk over to the knife, and you left click, and you keep this lovely motion going, and you can slowly see the fur going away, slowly becoming leather. Apparently see-through enough to where the lights behind it are shining through. And now it's done. So if I look in my inventory, I still have one goat pelt. If I take this, it makes two leathers, and my goat pelt is still there. Okay, I don't know what happened to the other one. So one pelt, two pieces of leather. Didn't I grab a goat pelt before? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't add it to my inventory. So we're going to put another piece here. Right click. I'm probably just doing it wrong because I don't know, flustered and whatnot. Anyway, I am going to finish this last piece of leather here, and then I'm going to go to sleep so it's not nighttime. I think. So we'll finish this last piece of leather, and it's done. I want to go ahead and leave that up there for looks. Anyway, you'll notice the tiki torches. You're also going to notice my house here. I've added quite a few things to it. It's not complete, but it's a start. All the trees that I have planted in there have all grown lovely. So I've got an assortment. I've been running around trying to gather up different kinds of trees that I've run into. Every time I find a new tree, I bring it over. So I've got lots of maple. I'm probably in need of some light. These are what, spruces? These are spruce trees. Anyway, there's one of the saplings that I've planted, and these are grown ones, and I'll just keep letting them grow. So it's a nice little wooded area that I've come across. I'm going to come over here and see. These are all melted, so I'm now going to shut this off. I don't need this on. I'm going to get into that lovely colors. I'll talk about that in a minute. Nice assortment of patterns there. And I'm going to move over to my garden here. I've got quite a bit of everything in this garden. It's lovely. Lots of carrots, strawberries. This is broccoli, lettuce, hemp, um, of course. Hemp. Lovely. Anyway, tomatoes, watermelon, all that lovely stuff. So I've got an assortment of food there. It's kind of an endless supply. I don't have to go hunting for it. I even managed to go out looking for sand so I could make some glass. And of course, I found some cactus. This is interesting. Notice, at least on my screen, my graphics, the glow of the lights go through the objects. I don't know if that's by design or something that the developers probably need to work on to get some flaws. But anyway, I found that cactus does grow on blocks of sand. It also just, I threw some sand down, raked it out, threw some cactus on there. It does grow there. I cut one of those down and placed, these are basically the saplings of the cactus that you get when you chop one down. And here's another one that I dug a hole, threw some sand in the hole, leveled it out with a rake, and cactus growth. I've got trees growing back there. I've got a row of trees of poplar there for my wood source. I've got all these lovely trimmings of weeping willows arming my trail. And I went through and made some posts and hung ceiling light. Um, Ceiling light's an interesting thing. From the distance, when you look at it, it looks like the lamp is off. So is that a flaw? No idea, but it does produce light. It produces light like some sort of a white LED, like it's electric or something. But it doesn't actually glow up here. It looks the same during the day as it does night. This is a bridge that I am attempting to build and have not yet finished. And of course, this is the tiki torches, which put out a lot of bright light there and a nice yellow light surrounding it. You notice a floating platform boards here. I wanted to make this a wood bridge, and I haven't figured out how to quite to do it. I have seen a few other videos out there. Radio Man, I believe, is what it's called. I have to figure. Next video, I'm going to mention his tag by name. He calls himself Radio Man, but it's he's given some good tips. I like his videos. He shows quite a bit of stuff. I'm gonna have to go in there and see. I know one of the videos he was building a bridge, putting the spacing correctly, and it looked nice. Mine is just coming along. I kind of put a little archway in there. I didn't want to make it cobblestone all the way across because that's, of course, the easy way. I wanted it to look a little more realistic. And although thin plank board isn't exactly realistic for a bridge, it needs to be really thick. I don't know, maybe I'll use beams and spread them out down the road. I'm not really sure. Anyway, we're back to my house. I built a piece of scaffolding to see how easy it was to use, and it was. I crawled up and I kind of placed some stuff up here. One of the other features they added were the wood blocks. Before, you could make beams, and you could make wood and panels. Like my flooring here, I placed a beam underneath at all these seams, and then I spread the flooring out and tried to figure out how to best place them down. You can kind of see some flashing there where I've overlapped. So I didn't do a knockout job putting this down. There's some gaps here and there. But I think overall it looks pretty nice. I mean, it doesn't look too rugged. Actually, it does look rugged, but then after I placed this floor, they came out with this. One of the updates had you could make these wooden blocks. And placing wooden blocks down is similar to some other crafting games. And it's easy. You build a whole bunch of them. Now, maybe you use more than you do these. These you can stretch out and kind of place along, but getting the placement, it's really tough. At least for me, I haven't quite figured that out. But anyway, nice door that does open. I jumped through the window, sorry. But at nighttime, you can see that I have glass in this one, so I was able to find some sand, make some glass. Glass goes in the windows really easy. You put this wooden frame in there. I snapped it to the center of that, and then the glass just kind of pops right in there, no matter the shape or size. So here's a different type of frame that I put in for these side windows. So I put glass in those two. I don't have any glass in these two frames yet. I don't even have frames on these windows yet. I did make a bed, which we're going to go ahead and sleep in while I talk to bring the night out, or to bring daylight out, sorry. So here we are sleeping. I can sleep in my bed, nice covered roof over that section. It still rains inside my house. Lighting does come in from the outside torches on the wall, which is interesting. Same with over here. We're going to go ahead and open this. We'll go close. And so got a little bit of lighting out there. And here we go. I've got some grass blocks to make it a nice, lovely yard. It's, doesn't blend into the ground perfect, but it's still a work in progress. I moved my fireplace from up there to over here so I could cook a little bit better, and I also built a grill, which you can turn on or off at your leisure. Nice little grilling piece. So I no longer really need this tent, but I may take it down. Anyway, let me grab a piece of, oops, wrong container. Here's a piece of stone. Let me grab, okay, so here's your gravel, and here's some stone. We'll go ahead and grab that just to show you this. I told you about it a minute ago, but so you place your stones in here. Doesn't really matter. And then you kind of push this along. The concept is fine. Just keep walking around. And how many did I grab? I thought I grabbed 14. And look, lo and behold, you've got yourself some gravel. So you come by here and you pick up all these pieces of gravel. You get one gravel for one stone. It's not like it's a multiplier of anything. And there you have it. So now you've got a bunch of gravel to throw around. I don't know if you wanted a gravel pathway. You throw, throw some piles. And then, I don't know, take a rake maybe and try to rake it around, which I don't even have my rake with me, so I've got myself a little pile there. I'll deal with that later. Oh, let's see. I don't know, do you flatten it maybe? Let me try the hammer. Let's see if we can flatten it with a hammer. Bam. And it does nothing to gravel. It's not surprising at all. Alright, so we'll leave that. So we're going to run over here. Let's see, I am thirsty. I made myself a little watering hole. Get some water. I'll go ahead and eat myself a carrot. I found also, as a 2-cent add-on here, carrots and broccoli heal you a lot when you get injured. So if you take fall damage for some reason, or get bit by I don't know, a boar or a cougar, which they added to the games, or a bear, carrots and broccoli, those more solid greens, apparently good vegetables, give you some pretty good healing power. They bring you up pretty quickly. Tomatoes give you more water than they do food or hunger. And so they don't do great for that. Leather, if you're curious what leather does, since I just put that away, it does make a canteen, canteen is not the right word. Water skin. It makes a water skin. It lets you fill up water. It takes 2 leather to make one of these things. I've already made a canteen. I don't know if the water skin holds more water or what, but you can make either one of those for carrying water with you if you want to go diving down. I don't know. I find that tomatoes are easiest. They give you a food source and they give you a water source, and they're extremely abundant. So let me come back over here where I'm suddenly lost. Let me run over here and let's put my gravel away. Also, you'll notice here I have a compass and a clock. So if I hit the K key, you'll see that little arrow up there, as I turn to the directions, the little arrow is pointing toward my last location of sleeping. So it will always point there as long as I don't sleep anywhere else. So I can run off into the wilderness if I really want to. I feel like I'm running really slow right now. And one thing I want to add to the developers out there, there's no run and jump. So you can't jump unless you're walking, which I think is something that you should probably add, or they should probably add, not you. It's not like they're going to be wasting their time watching mine. They got an awesome game that they're developing. So, but that's something I may have to shoot them a message and just say, one of the features that should be there is the running and jumping. Because we can all run and jump, right? So like, what else I want to touch base on that's new? So that is a new crafting table. That's a new crafting table. And last time we were here, I also built this wood workbench number 2, where you can get light bulbs, you can get fluorescent lamps, you can get flashlight, which is what I actually did. I created myself a lovely flashlight here. Um, Put it out, click it, and it's a great source of light. It's very beamed. Going down into caves, it's kind of severe tunnel vision. Um, Whereas torches light up your surroundings in a bright yellow, but it's lit up everywhere. Flashlight, turn it on, beam. I like the fact that I don't have to make batteries. It's cool. It's an endless supply of a flashlight, which is pretty lucky for me. I don't know if they're going to add that, but you can see that shining through the glass here, it goes quite a long ways over there. And I found that in caves, it's a beam that definitely travels way farther than any torch light, which is a good thing once you get into caves, and I'll show you that in a moment. But anyway, flashlight. There's a pen light I haven't built yet. There's different colored lamps you can put up. Obviously, if you check over here, these can all change different colors. Lamp, etc. That kind of stuff. As far as the compass, I did find copper. Let's go to my resources here. I have tungsten ingots, plates and stuff. I found silver out there. That's, you can find silver. All this stuff is pretty easy to find. Iron ingots, aluminum. I thought was difficult at first. I found it in a cave, but then I started finding it in other places around the world. So aluminum is not real hard to find either. You just may have to search a little bit longer for it. Gold, on the other hand, is difficult to find. This is the ore part of it before it's been smelted. Ore is difficult to find. So there you have it. Let me get back onto this page 1. But I found gold, and with that, I was able to build my clock, I believe. Let's go look at the ingredients for a clock. Okay, clock requires, a copper rod. Compass required copper rod. Oh, what I wanted to build, I think, miscellaneous. Actually, it might not even be in this one. It's probably over in this one here. Was a phonograph. It's not that. Seating tables, miscellaneous. Would it be in here? So the piano requires lumber. The gramophone. Gold plate. I have not built one yet. I've got those records over there. I think it'd be fun. But that's definitely something that I can make out of with some gold. Other than the fact that gold's pretty cool to get. And anyway. And I have not created one yet. So anyway, since I'm here, I'll grab this. Obviously, the yellow are gold ingots that I smelted down. This is a silver ingot, nice and silvery. This, I believe, looks like tungsten. Tungsten ingots. And look at this. Green, fancy green. I'll get to that in a minute. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you about it. No, you know what? Teaser. Spoiler alert. I'm not gonna. So, what I want to show you is I am going to run this direction, and I'll show you. Whoops, I missed my bridge. One of the features they added to the game a while ago was they start putting in caves, and they also put in fortresses or dungeons of some sort. I don't know what the exact term is, but it's they're fun. There's buildings. They also added in cougars, which I had a cougar pelt back there. And they hurt you. Bears hurt you. Boars hurt you. Cougars hurt you. I have yet to kill a bear. I've found that they're in packs, and same with the boar. I was running across the island exploring, checking some things out, and I noticed I got hit. And I thought, well, what did I do? Run through some thorny bush, and I turned around, there was a big bear head there, and I took off running as best I could, pulled my battle axe out, and actually I think it was a sword at the time, but I tried everything, slapping him down, swiping him, and as I was running backwards away, running backwards. Run away, run away. Anyway, I found that I was able to back up and get out of there, but ended up being two bear were attacking me, and I was able to get away and then eat some carrots as I was running, and then some boars started hitting me. So it was kind of a fun little experience for my boys and I. Anyway, back over here to this little mine. I had gone down and started mining. This is where I found some iron ore, and I think there's some tungsten. I started figuring out a better way to get down, so I started mining these weird little paths down. And there's some more stuff. You can see the beam works. It's more targeted. But there was this stuff down there, and I got kind of tired of going down this particular tunnel. So I decided to explore out further. Plus, I wasn't finding any more iron or anything fun. Gold, aluminum. So I ran over here and started looking in a tunnel, of course. I started finding another way. And then so I came down here and made myself a little path. Saw this iron, plenty of iron down here. Saw that there was an elephant over here. So let's hop over here that had fallen down. Thought about killing it, but, whatever. It's got his head stuck in... his trunk is stuck in the I should put him out of his misery, but, that's for another time. And let's see, running up here didn't produce anything. I went ahead and ran down here and found that all it did was circle around. Interesting cave, nothing too eventful. But what about this direction? All right, so I had to kind of force my way down here. I'm scared of falling, so I'm making little tunnels. And that looks like a long way down there. I don't know how to get down there. These caves are like giant swell patterns. I hate to figure out what kind of world this was to make all these giant tunnels. I don't know, giant something or others. Worms? I don't know. Anyway, sliding up here, sliding down here, trying to figure out a way to go. So you check out these tunnels, and they just go on and on and on and on. But you can find different metals and running down this way, over to here. You don't really know where they're going to take you. And I suppose you could get lost in here pretty easy. There's another up pattern. Here's another down. And it gets really steep. So let's go back up this direction. And obviously there's clearly a chance that you can get lost. So and I've gone up here before because I've placed all of these lights, but can I hop up here? Sometimes you can jump up to higher levels, and I think this is where that other entrance was that I had come down, and I stopped mining right to there. So this was the part that was below. I could probably go back. So tunnels run into each other, and is it my ears? I'm hearing music. So let's see if I can remember how to get back. Is it this way? Sure, let's see if I can. Oh, there's another down. Can I go up here, I wonder? No. So I'm actually getting lost here. And rather than do too much, I'm going to cheat. Alright, so I'm going to hit my F2 to give me flying capabilities. And I'm going to scoot right back to the beginning. Hit my F2 to put me back on my feet. Alright, you can use that cheat while you're experimenting with this game, but obviously it takes the real survivability out of it if you keep doing it. So where am I at? There's my other little bin over there. So what I wanted to do was come over here and show you a couple of things. And really that's it. There's another little path there. There's there's holes. That's where the elephant fell, which I almost did too. But you do have to kind of be careful when you're running around. All right, I cut down a tree. There's one of the little house over there. Giraffes, I haven't ever tried to mess with. But I did find, look, you just walk up to a sheep. It turns to scissors. Hit the F key. Oh, look, 32 wool. So finding sheep is pretty easy. I'm going to get my battle axe out. There's that, not that, or a rhino. There's another little spot over there. I've never really been close to the rhino because I assumed it would kill me. So if I walk up to this, oh, look, snip. Apparently the sheep in this world are really calm. And I'm hoping that Rhino understands that I don't want to hurt it, so it doesn't come after me. And you're running around, and all of a sudden I kind of forgot where home is. Hold up your compass, and home is that direction. If I run straight that way, I should run into home. So we're still okay. And if I hit, on my computer, that's the K key, the letter K. And then the O lets me know the time. You can see how fast time goes. We're all complaining about how time fast actually travels. But look, time flies on this world when you're having fun. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. Now it's 4:35. So, wasting time, literally. So let's go with this. So it's going to move forward. You see some different trees in the distance. And this is what I was doing before. Okay, so right there, if I remember, there was a zoom. There is a cougar. They added those to this game, and I wasn't really prepared. And I ended up getting attacked by one. But there's one right there. Fun little things. Actually, it looks pretty good. Mouth stays a little bit open constantly. Alright. Anyway, I don't know that there's any other ones here. But he looks like he stays in the same place. For right now, it looks like the pattern or the AI of the animals is pretty stagnant. Where they are is where they are. They stay. Like that elephant's been in that cave for as long as I can remember. These giraffes are always around here somewhere. I put this up by stacking stone. You can make some weird designs with stone so that I could see in the distance. I have no idea how to get down there. How did I get down there before? Or did I? I may not have. I may have just put this here because of all this iron that I wanted to check out. Let me, as a remembering, let's run over here and see if they're. I've got a couple of these marked. A couple of them I've been in, but looks like some stuff down there. To get down in these, you have to work at it. Elephant up there. Let's go to the top of this hill. Can we see anything? Another elephant. So we're doing okay. We'll check where we're at. We are going toward home, which is fine. If I get home, I can find the path to where I need to be to show you our next little adventure here before I end this video. And I think there's that cougar. Is it the same one? I don't know. We'll go around him. I don't really feel like battling him right now and losing on film. I'll have to take one on off camera. Maybe that'll just be a different video altogether. Starting to rain. Super. I hope I'm recording. This is an awful lot of stuff to do if you can't hear me. Okay, so here's another couple. There's a watering hole, and I've got it marked a couple spots here. This one is a place that I had found. I had traveled down into it, made a little path. It's a little tricky getting down into, but these things they get a little, oops, am I going the right way? Apparently I am. A little dark there. I should probably do something different there. And, I come down to these caves. They wander and wander, and I wander a little bit more. I came down to this one. And this I'll tell you about the green stuff. So I got down here to a dead end, and I'm thinking, why a dead end? So I just started mining down. Found some tungsten. Mining this little tiny pattern. Let me pull my flashlight out. And I get all the way down here, and I see this plate here. I'm like, what? So I busted through the wall, and I came in, and I found a treasure, and found a big thing there. I took it with me. It was a big, it was one of those things. One of these big fire things. I took it with me. All you have to do is go up to it and hold the F key, and it starts to remove it. But found these skulls. You can pick, or these bones and stuff. You can pick them up, put them in your inventory if you want. Removing skull, and it's in your skull. I don't know what you do. And then there's this big door. I should probably remove the door. Take it with me. Removing metal door. There. I'm taking it with me. Anyway, I came out here and noticed that, there's just tunnels that go different directions. And I did find some gold over here, so I mined some gold. And that's kind of where some of the gold came from. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. But there are two chests in here. I took both of them. One of the chests had mithril in it. Mithril ore. It looks green, and therefore I smelted it. And that's what those green blocks are. Up there. I don't know what you can do with it. I haven't seen a recipe that says mithril. But this is a pretty steep. You're a good climber. This game makes you a really excellent climber. You go some pretty steep stuff. I'm assuming I need to go this way. And then look at that. I mean, look at that. That is a steep hill. So do a couple hops up here. Literally like a hop, skip, and a jump to get up. This was a little steep, so I had to mine my way out. Or mine my way in or out. And so what we're going to do before I end this video, I'm going to show you this. I found this particular hole, and I made a little path back home. I marked it. I put a lovely ladder, brought some ladder with me, and I still have yet to figure out how to work these things properly, but going up them is fine. You can jump and just start going up and down. Getting on the top is kind of tough. Anyway, there's some ore down here, and I made my way down this direction. I'll try not to go too fast. But popping around here, I was exploring all of this stuff down here. It got a little steep down here for me, so I had to put a couple ladders, and then I had to add to it, mine a little bit to get a better hold. There was nearly nothing up there, so I came down this direction and started looking around. Now let me show you this. With a torch, you look around, all these things are dark. Up there's dark, over there's dark. So you just kind of pick. But I don't know if you caught this real glimpse. Now I have a torch over there, so it's kind of not fair. But when you're looking around like this, you think, oh, this over here is just another dark hole like the rest. You put this flashlight in your hand. Look how much more distance you can get out of it. You can see things with more true color. And when I flashed up there, I suddenly went, whoa, that's one of those, that is a big fortress. So as a matter of fact, one of the times I went all the way down there and I did some other spelunking, if you want to call it that, all the way down here, and I found my first gold vein down there, and I mined it. And it wasn't until I came back up, I got to like this location. I was like, "Where's my torch? Is this how I go?" And well, it was my torch. I had crafted the flashlight to kind of give me a better view, and I happened to glance it up over there. I was like, "What?" So anyway, I didn't see it when I first came down this way when I was using the torch. And since then, I've kind of made a better pathway to get over there. It was a little bit difficult. And now I have this bad boy. Now I mined back here. It's a decent sized building. This was already obviously up here. So it's interesting. I haven't cracked into it yet, but that's a big long fall down that way. And it does go over this direction. Looks like it's down and over. So this one looks to be a little bigger than that last one that I actually found and went through myself. That was like just 2 little rooms. That was it. This one could be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. I appreciate you joining. In the next video, we're going to go straight on and tackle that. Actually, I'm going to head back home and get some supplies and empty my... because I don't know what we're going to find in there. I'm assuming... where am I at? I'm assuming there's going to be at least another chest in there with some mithril or something, but it's hard telling what we're going to find in there. And I think it's going to be fun to see Now, obviously, the last update said that they added these little dungeons in there, and they added some torturing equipment, and but there are no monsters, no creatures, I guess, if you would, that are going to hurt you. I don't know what else can hurt you in there. I don't know, falling to your death on one of these, missteps. I have no idea. So, and it's dark. So I'm gonna head home and I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. And the next video, we will pack a. What, I'm thirsty, but we will pack ourselves a little lunch, if you will. I don't really need food, but I'll use my flashlight. Kind of bounces around a little bit and can kind of get you set. The torch lights a little ways. It doesn't seem to flat bounce around too much, but we'll go ahead and follow this path back home. So, thanks for joining. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And next time, we're going to start right off going into that little fortress and see what else can happen, and we'll kind of go from there. If you like what you see, give me a little bit of a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It'd be awesome. I really appreciate it. I am not a pro at this. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I am more like a hobbyist when it comes to this. But anyway, thanks again for joining. Obviously, I made a sign so I could remember what I stored in all these, in case you didn't notice that before. So I really do appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and this is Brandon, B-Dubs Gaming, Rising World. Appreciate it. Peace out.